Hello and a good afternoon. Welcome to the Tempelhof Airport, which is hosting the Berlin E-Prix this weekend. Now, the cars have just been out on track for qualifying, which means no race would be complete without an e-race. Yes, it is when our Formula E drivers, our professional racing drivers, take to the sim world and compete against some of the fans that have been competing. Now, fans throughout the day have been trying to set the fastest qualifying time. And in fact, the best qualifying time has been set by these two guys. And let's have a quick word with them, because Graham Carroll is actually, well, he's not a stranger to Formula E. Graham actually joined us for the Visa Vegas e-race back in January when there was a prize fund of $1 million. Pretty amazing. And he joined us and competed against the drivers. So he's had a bit of experience about this, with this before. Graham, good to have you back.
Yeah, it's awesome to be back racing all these drivers from Formula E, so looking forward to it.
So what brings you to Berlin? Were you here watching the race anyway, or did you just decide you wanted to compete against these drivers once again?
A bit of both, to be fair. I was over watching the race with a few people, and yeah, I thought I'd swing by and give it a go, you know.
And what do you think of the track here?
I'm a massive fan of it. It's got a bit of everything and plenty of overtaking spots, so I think I'll have a big target on my back going into turn 1 here anyway.
And just quickly, how much practice have you actually got of this? How many laps have you done of this track on this simulator?
Under 20, you know, so really not done that many compared to all the real drivers anyway. So, it should be very close anyway. I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, well, thanks very much. Good to have you back, Graham, and good luck. Under 20 laps, that is actually not that many. Most of these gamers, you know, practice for probably tens of hours a day. Robert, congratulations that you are now competing against our Formula E drivers. What do you make of all this?
I don't really know. Sorry.
You're concentrating, clearly.
Yes. I can't very much talk.
You know this is just a practice.
Yes, of course.
Robert, what are you doing in Berlin? You've come all the way from Hungary to be here. Are you here on holiday? Are you here for the Formula E race this weekend?
I came here for the Formula E race for a long weekend, and we are also making some visiting in the city and for the race also. So.
Do you spend a lot of time playing computer games?
No, I don't really know this game, just a little bit, and I was here maybe 5 or 6 times practicing. So.
Well, good luck for the race. I'm just going to grab a quick word with Lucas de Grassi, who's just arrived, and has just basically completed qualifying and put it on pole. Lucas, you all right?
Yeah, all good. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Have you just been running back from the track? I know it's always a quick turnaround to get here because of this one race day format. You've already had 2 practice sessions, quali, and now you've got an e-race before the main race. Well,
that was qualifying?
There was no qualifying. I'm not quite sure why. Oh dear. Well, it looks like Lucas de Grassi arrived late, and as a consequence of eating his lunch slowly, he's now qualified at the back of the grid. But I think it is time for the race. So, guys, over to you in the commentary box. Let's see how Lucas does.
Thank you, Nikki. Yes, well, not only dealing with lunch, but also, of course, limping his way to the back of the grid. So, Graham Carroll and Robert Horvath are newcomers, are in the Formula E livery cars on the front row of the grid. Graham Carroll, as we heard from Nikki, one of those drivers who was in the $1 million E-Prix, the richest race in esports. And a big lock up into the first corner. Up the inside comes the Jaguar, and contact already. So that looked like Mitch Evans trying to pick up spots with the Jag. And Robert Horvath in second place, but Robin Freen's got a great start for Amlin Andretti. The Jaguar looking to go a long way round the outside. Evans gets eased into the wall and again, and that's going to leave the door open for Nick Heidfeld? No, because Mitch Evans' Jag comes across the track. 6 laps of this tight beginning and then fast ending Berlin Tegel Aerodrome racetrack. You can see Nick Heidfeld in the inset picture, concentrating as Robin Freens tries to break free and leaves Mitch Evans to hold up the queue. Oh, and there's still carnage behind. Graham Carroll stuck in that. Oliver Turvey's car there, you can see as well. Sebastian Buemis were on board with him. Graham Carroll has gone from first to last in that tunnel kerfuffle. May not be the first time we say that, may not always have Graham Carroll's name involved, but with 2 races this weekend, not only do we get 2 actual E-Prix, we'll get 2 E-races as well. Might be a chance for him to get a little bit more practice in for tomorrow. And Robert Horvath is a fellow graduate into this E-race. He's here all weekend as well. Oh dear, oh dear. So Lucas de Grassi in the car that has, on the graphics, has got Daniel Abt at the wheel. Abt late substitution by Lucas de Grassi. He went into the barriers there into turn 3. So Robin Freens out front for Amlin Andretti. There is the Jaguar of Mitch Evans in second place. Sam Bird has eased his way through the wreckage and into third. Just saw a flash of him as they come down to the hairpin at turn 9. A long right-hand hairpin. Mitch Evans has time to wave to the camera. You can see the leader in front of him. So there is Mitch coming through the long, sweeping corner at the end of the lap, turn 10. There's your race leader in the Amlin Andretti car, Robin Freens. Now, all these drivers, of course, wow, big moment of rollover steer as he turns in there. Well, these drivers spend a lot of time learning tracks or learning simulations of tracks in the simulator. Robin Friens walling the car through the eMotion tunnel. Still has a slender lead over Mitch Evans, Sam Bird in third place. And there's Robert Horvath with Nick Heidfeld, the red and white car behind him. Heidfeld for Mahindra cars qualifying very strongly. They were fastest in the group stages, and then they are on row 2 of the grid. A little push to pass as he nudges our Hungarian representative out of the way. Heidfeld up to 4th, Robert Horvath down to 5th position. Daniel Abt will be in his mirrors soon. These racing drivers, it's all a bit of fun, it is, but you can't take the competitive streak out of the racing driver. And I think perhaps our gamers are a little bit less or a little more circumspect about contact with each other. So Robin Friens, Mitch Evans, Sam Bird, the top 3. Nick Heidfeld across the line in 4th, midway distance. Robert Horvath 5th, and then Daniel Abt. That'll be Lucas Di Grassi, of course, in 6th place. Jerome D'Ambrosio, Mara Engel, and Graham Carroll is working his way back up the order. Unfortunately for Graham, that first corner error has cost him dear, and that is going to possibly be the case in the E-Prix this afternoon. There's Graham Carroll. You could see the next EV car of Oliver Turvey behind him. Carroll in the inset picture, concentrating hard. Patrick Alan McNish has been supporting him through his racing career as well as his online career, and you can see he's sporting an Audi cap this weekend, so he's obviously been in to see the boys at Audi Sport Ab Schäffler. Sebastian Buemi moves ahead of Stefan Sarrazin for the honour of not being last. There is Graham Carroll in 9th position. Long way to try and catch up on the group in front of him. Maro Engel. And here we're looking at the Techeetah car of Stefan Sarrazin chasing down Sebastian Buemi. Buemi, our FIA Formula E Season 3 Championship leader. And closest to the camera there is Stefan Sarrazin. Change of team this weekend for him to Techeetah for the first time. So as you're seeing reflected in the game, he has the same powertrain transmission as the Renault Edams driver he's currently chasing. See Sebastian Buemi focusing here on the action on the screen in front of him. You're watching from his onboard view as well. Now back to Jerome D'Ambrosio. Whoa, a little glancing blow on the wall. He's closing in on Robert Horvath though. And again, D'Ambrosio tags the wall. In a real race car, that would be the end of his event. But he manages to close and dives down the inside of the hairpin and puts them both into the wall, and that might open the door a little to followers behind, but Maro Engel not close enough to capitalise. D'Ambrosio cold shoulders his way through. There's your race leader, Robin Friens, on the last lap here through the eMotion tunnel for the final time. You can probably smell the champagne and hear the chink of glasses and cutlery on fine crockery. There is Friens, the John Lennon shades. Mitchell Evans in 2nd place for Panasonic Jaguar. 3rd for DS Virgin is Sam Bird, and that looks likely to be your podium. You can see the Jaguar in the background. It's not going to be close enough if Friens can avoid the concrete, which is by no means guaranteed. Down to the turn 9 hairpin. Had a big looping spin there in qualifying and free practice. And manages to get through neat and tidily. Well, that's the best that he has been so far in the overall timing sheets this weekend. Robin Friens claims eRace victory from Mitch Evans and Sam Bird, and a last lap change behind a couple of them. Lucas Di Grassi there in 4th place, got by Jerome D'Ambrosio. And Maro Engel has also passed Robert Horvath on the final lap. So Maro Engel will take 6th at the line. There's Robert Horvath. No, in fact, he hadn't. Engel was in front. behind Robert Horvath taking 6th, Mauro Engel 7th, Nick Heidfeld here in 8th position. And Graham Carroll, as you look down on him, sweeping through the final corner. And he will be our 9th place finisher. And among the also-rans towards the tail of the field, next EV's Oliver Turvey, there he is with the turquoise livery. There are our 2 guest drivers, Graham Carroll closest to the camera in the black t-shirt, Robert Horvath from Scotland and Hungary respectively. Well, as so often they have fallen foul to the aggressive tactics of our Formula E drivers.
Robin, congratulations, another eRace win.
It's the 3rd one, isn't it? I think. I'm not sure.
Oh, 3rd.
I'm not sure now. Yeah.
So many, you forget.
Yeah, I mean, I'm flying out here.
It's just a shame. You almost need to be racing in this car today in the race.
Yeah, because all the cars are similar here, so that's why the real drivers come up.
I see. So are you saying that if you're in a different car, you would have done better today?
Well, the cars are quite different in real life. The Renault is really strong, so, well, let's wait, maybe next year.
How are you feeling about the race this afternoon?
Qualify was a bit tough. We qualified 16 or 17, I'm not sure now, but in the back, we know it's going to be a difficult weekend for us, but hopefully we can gain some position back in the race.
Well done, Robin, and good luck for the race. Now let's have a quick chat with Graham. Well, okay, so you may have only finished in P9, however, you did get the fastest lap.
Oh, really? That's awesome then. I kind of knew the turn 1 was going to be a bit of a wreck fest, so again, it was just good to race these guys and bring back some memories of Vegas, so it was awesome.
Well, it was good to have you back, and where are you going to be watching the race from?
I'm not too sure, to be fair. Somewhere up high so I can see lots of corners anyway, but looking forward to it.
Who are you going to be voting for?
I think you've got to go for Nelson. Fingers crossed he has a good one today. I think he hit the wall earlier, but I'm sure he'll come back.
Well, Graham, it was good to have you back, and will you be joining us for Montreal and New York?
Fingers crossed, we'll see. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. Well, that is it here for the eRace in Berlin. But we will be doing it all over again tomorrow, so do join us at 1:45 for the next eRace. In the meantime, time for a quick break, and then the race at 4 o'clock. We'll see you later. Bye.